Hey there, my lovely fans. I just wanted to kick off this new video by thanking our sponsors. And what better sponsor to thank than the one who's been with us since the very beginning, our lovely friends over at Radio Shack. You ever had a 12-volt linear actuator burn out at the same time as your 5,000 microfarad capacitor blew in your Hypercock Max Thrust Bunny Fucker machine? I know I have. And what's the store that really comes through in the clutch whenever your DIY electronics really just decide to shit the bed? It's Radio Shack, baby. Radio Shack is the leading retailer in all home electronic goods, and their shelves are stocked with everything from RC cars to AC adapters. Anything you need to get that magic wand back up and running can be found here at extraordinarily low prices. Use the promo code PHARORESONANCE to get 5% off your purchase at checkout. That's Pharaoh-Resonance, from the French résonance, noun, in a sentence. In the case of ferroresonance, it is characterized by a sudden jump of voltage or current from one stable operating state to another one. That's ferroresonance, F-E-R-R-O-R-E-S-O-N-A-N-C-E, ferroresonance, at checkout for 5% off. Hi everyone, Catalytic Gamer here. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite games of all time, NGU Idol. NGU Idol is an incremental game, a genre that was built on the foundation of games like Cookie Clicker, where you find yourself building incredibly high numbers for arbitrary reasons and attaining various goals throughout the game. NGU is a few years old now and eventually found its way onto the Steam store, where it built upon its earlier successes and is one of the most widely played incremental games of all time. I've been playing this game for a little over 2 years now, and I'm still not technically at the end, although I am starting to close in on it. The game is built on unlocking newer mechanics on a kind of drip feed over days, weeks, months, and years, and continually building upon older mechanics to find more and more efficient ways to progress. The game is a beautiful coalescence of risk management, mathematical efficiency, and long-term planning that has ended up becoming something of a daily ritual for me. A friend of mine once compared it to maintaining a bonsai tree, a years-long labor of love that requires the utmost attention and care in order for you to not fall by the wayside, and I've always found that to be a pretty apt comparison. Without further ado, I'd like to get into the game to show you some of the basics. Alright, hey, what's good? Catalytic Gamer here. Alright, so now we're in NGU, and you see I'm on a current rebirth time of about 12 hours. I'm just going to rebirth so I can show y'all what's up. In this game, once you get in the late game, you generally want to rebirth on a 24-hour schedule, alright? And the reason for that is in here. Yggdrasil. These are bonuses that grow once an hour. You harvest the fruit and you end up getting some
huge bonuses.
You get some drop chance, you get some adventure stats, you get some PP, you just get tons of shit. And then there's a bonus in here. I'm not gonna find it, but you get a big old bonus the first time you harvest fruit. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest this shit. So here you can see, you got a number. What that's going to affect is these attack and defense stats. It's going to let you climb up boss levels. So I'm going to go ahead and rebirth. I don't care if it's 84 times smaller. That's peanuts. It's peanuts. Rebirth. Alright, so now you got your basic training. This is going up real fast because I'm a big hot gamer, and you got this is since I'm a big old boy here, I'm gonna fight boss. I'm just gonna nuke. Go ahead and nuke. Get up to boss 179. Now what I really want to do is I want to get to boss 224, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna let me kill that rock lobster. And so I am happy to announce that as of today, Amazon has become a core sponsor of what we're doing here at the Catalytic Gamer. Have you ever wondered any of the following questions? Where could I go to grab a 13-inch long, 5-inch around dildo in the shape of Gilbert Gottfried's voice, along with a new weighted blanket in my Pike's Place coffee? Or how could I, a lowly middle-class wage slave, contribute to the bottom line of one of the largest companies in the world while rallying behind Bernie Sanders and lamenting the death of small business on Twitter? I've got just the place. Amazon.com. That's right, spelled just like the rainforest. You can get everything you need here in a one-stop shopping experience that will leave you and your friends clamoring for more. Use the promo code Jeff Bezos' Butthole, that's JEFFBEZOSBUTTHOLE, to kick 10% of your purchase price back to the Catalytic Gamer at zero extra cost to you. Just type in the promo code and we get some dosh. All of this extra money is being kicked back to the Catalytic Gamer nonprofit organization where we're serving to help veterans who came back from the war with a cleft palate. Do the right thing, contribute to charity, contribute to the unstoppable force of capitalism, and throw away some money towards cleft palates along the way. I'm gonna go to adventure. I'm gonna go kill a monster. Now what this is gonna do is it's gonna activate my time machine. Now my time machine is gonna start giving me gold. See that? Gold. And what that's gonna let me do is it's gonna let me get some augments. I'm just gonna put it. And what that's gonna let me do, that's gonna let me
Picnic again. I'm gonna give him a big old nuke, you feel me?
We're gonna go in here. We're gonna go in the shop. Now, one thing about the late game is that arbitrary points, this is the premium currency, but this shit becomes trivial the longer that you play, you feel me?
Well, bam, 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 bam.
Where you equip all your R3 gear, that's resource 3. You double potion, because there's 2 different types of potions here. And then you go off, son, you go off. So, now what I'm gonna do, after doing this, now I'm gonna go to the time machine. Now what I'm gonna do next, oh yeah, I gotta get gold diggers. So what these are gonna do is it's gonna drain your gold. GPS, that's gold per second, gold per second, gold per second, gold per second, not geo-positioning satellite. Gold per second, gold per second.
Big mamacita.
Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click cap save diggers. Bam. Now I got enough gold diggers that I can activate all of them, you see, except these useless motherfuckers. These don't do shit. Don't do shit. They don't do shit. They're fucking useless. They don't do shit. And now I'm gonna click it a few more times because for whatever reason it helps. Alright. So now I got that all sorted. I'm gonna go to blood magic. And now, I'm not a big old beefy enough boy that I can cap all these yet, but what I'm gonna do, cap, 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 and cap. Finally, wood cap. Now, what this is gonna do is gonna let me apply some bonuses throughout the game, so this is gonna give me more of that GPS, that gold per second, that GPS, you feel me? And then it's gonna boost my number when I decide to rebirth again. We don't need to get into that. We don't need to look at those. We don't need to get into that. Nah, we don't need to look at those. Catalytic Gamer.
I sometimes like to reminisce and think about to a simpler time. A time when I was young and unafraid. A time when boys would be boys, and the girls just lined up like bowling pins from a stranger night to knock down. You know where the majority of our strikes came from? Where else? The mall. And what store do you think you went in the mall in order to really establish that you were one of the truly cool kids? No, not Claire's, not the Gap, not even Hot Topic. We're talking about Spencer's. Spinches has been sponsoring this show for over a year now, and their help in establishing the caliber of gaming brands has been invaluable. We believe in paying it forward, and I would love to promote their brand as well. I love the fact that I've been going there every day for the last 17 years in order to stock up on the latest and greatest in Bluetooth-controlled audible fart machines, steamy sex games for my cold bedroom, cheap lingerie for my worthless girlfriend, and anime tees. I'm even wearing one of our latest ball gags to record this very advertisement. Thank you for the memories, Spinches, and I hope that you live on in our hearts, minds, and bedrooms forever.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.